For those of you who like charts, it's going to show up on a chart on the next slide, just like it does on page 96. You do not have to remember a chart. You don't know the chart in English, in all likelihood. It's a lot simpler and more confusing in English. So, just like I can't say, I speaks English, but I have to say you speaks English or he speaks English. You have to put the right ending with the right person. What we call that is a subject. Not that you have to know this, but these are called subjects. And you want to keep getting used to what these are referring to. So he, she, él, ella, come. We've already done that. We've already looked at that. Ella come. What do you notice when you look at this chart? What is the same as AR verbs? What's exactly the same as AR verbs? Raise your hand if you think you know. Oh my gosh, what happened to my class? That something killed all of the brain power in my class. Okay, suck your brain power back into your brains. What is exactly the same as AR verbs? Good, I got 3 hands. Think. If you can make your brain do it now, it'll happen again. Eso, Ivana. Sí, claro. Yo hablo español. You got it. Yo hablo, yo como, yo escribo. No difference. So the yos are exactly the same. You'll notice as well that some things are that change for all ER and all IR, but they're almost the same. So you'll notice some patterns. Can anybody say anything smart about the patterns that you see? And again, you're never going to be tested on, can you make a chart? But the chart is sometimes helpful. If you learn a language naturally, you don't know any charts. But when you're learning it as a second language, sometimes the charts are helpful to keep things in your head. Samantha, what do you notice about the patterns?
The conjugations for the singular forms are the same for both ER and
The conjugations for the singular forms, these ones, singular forms, are the same. Well, that makes life a lot easier. You're very, very smart. The conjugation for the singular forms are exactly the same. They may notice the one other thing that is exactly the same. Good, I got a hand. These are exactly the same. Check, check, check. You learn them for ER, you know them for IR. There's one more that is exactly the same. Isabel, you see it? Ustedes, ellos, ellas. Yeah, this one, the plural for you guys, they and they, masculine, feminine, or masculine and feminine, are all the same. So you know the one, you know the other. Well, gee, all regular verbs that are ER or IR, they're almost all the same. Tell the person beside you what's left and how to remember it. All right, who wants to give it a shot? I got one hand? Come on, be brave. The more you practice being brave, the easier it is to be, brave more often and that kind of thing. I saw a little tiny hand over there. Jack, what do you say?
For new subjects and subjects, there is an E in front of commas for the ER, and then there's an I for the other verb, and you can remember it by adding, and then there's an E for ER and there's an S.
How many people said something similar to that? Good. Bunch of hands. Good. Excellent. Is this helpful? Does that make sense? So with this, look for the patterns. These are all regular verbs. That means there are irregular verbs, and you already know one of them. Tener is an irregular verb. Estar is irregular, so es ser, but they're not ER. So you already know that this one's going to be irregular, because tener, we said tengo, which was weird, to have. We're not going to focus on that right now. Any verbs that are regular, that follow the regular pattern, are going to work exactly like that. Now, please take a look at page 97. There's a list of regular verbs. The easiest thing to do is to say them in the yo form, because that doesn't change anything. Please tell one person beside you one of those verbs in the yo form and the other person translates. For example, if I am working with Sophie and I say, yo comprendo, if you're looking at page 97 in your book, you would answer back, just give Sophie 1 minute. Yo comprendo. What would I be saying? Bravo, chica, bravo. Try different verbs with the person beside you, just doing yo and maybe tu.